Hello, and welcome to episode 147 of the CinePhellas Podcast. That's right, CinePhellas, the only place where the night is still young, and that's what Leonardo DiCaprio says when he's with his girlfriends. All right, Logan, I know it's Halloween, your favorite time of the year. So what reviews do you have lined up? I know you posted Orphan, First Kill. What did you think about it?
Oh, yeah, that movie was pretty amazing, actually. I saw the first one when it came out in 2009. Went in with really low expectations at First Kill, and I had a great time with it. Julia Stiles was awful, and a lot of great kill scenes. And, the girl, the main character in the movie was fantastic.
I remember we mentioned it before. I said it was one of my favorite movies this year.
For sure. It's up there for top horror, man. Having hell of a year in horror in 2022. Let's be honest here. It's been a lot of great, surprisingly, there's been a lot of great horror movies coming out this year more than anything. And this is definitely on the list.
So Bob, did you see it yet? Or is this Julia Stiles still a turnoff?
No, I haven't seen it. She already made it through Dexter, so I don't know if a little girl can take her out. In an ideal world, she gets taken out while doing some of those sick dance moves from whatever movie that was. No, I haven't watched it yet. Been wanting to. I love the first one, but I have yet to see any of these horror movies this year. Barbarian, Smile, anything I haven't seen yet.
Man. Yeah, a lot lately too coming out that have been really fantastic. Barbarian being one of them. That movie was balls to the wall crazy.
Yeah, I know, Kevin. You weren't too crazy about Barbarian, right?
It was good. It wasn't crap, but I don't know. It's just I thought the story was but some of the camera techniques and like the directing, it was cool. Like I liked the filmmaking aspect of the film, but it wasn't bad. It was a solid. I think I gave it 3 out of 5.
3, okay.
Yeah.
You know who directed that movie, right? The guy from that TV show, The Whitest Kids You Know.
Yeah, I just found that out. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yesterday I was reading that online. That's crazy. Yeah.
I love that show.
I remember that show. Yeah, they used to play it on IFC.
Yeah.
Honestly, I knew nothing about Barbarian going into it. I didn't see one trailer. I just knew Skarsgård was in it, and I'm glad I didn't watch any trailers. I was blown away, honestly. Reminded me much of like Hills Have Eyes meets X-Files episode. Really,
I still have yet to know anything really about it. I want to go in just as blind as I've been.
You think it's going to go this way, but it goes a completely different way. That's all I can say without giving anything away.
I might have to do that this week.
Yeah, Pearl too.
Go see Pearl.
Oh God, I didn't get to see Pearl.
My mom wants to go see Pearl. I told her I'd take her. She hasn't seen X yet, so I'm gonna have her watch X, and then I'll take her.
Yeah, it probably makes sense to do it that way.
and then next week, Halloween's in theaters for a short period of time. Trick or Treat's in theaters for a short period of time, and then the following week we have the thing I've been walking on pins and needles, eggshells, and everything else, which is how Halloween Ends. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm going in with low expectations. Yeah, I'm afraid too. I think it's gonna be awful. We'll see.
Doesn't Hellraiser come out too on Hulu?
Yeah.
Yes.
Next Friday, I think. Yeah.
Bob, that's what I thought you were gonna say because you were saying pins and needles. I'm like, he's gonna make a Hellraiser.
Oh, damn! I could have made a really good pun.
Back to Barbarian, because me personally, I know I liked it more than you. I give it like a 4.5 out of 5, and the only reason it's not a 5 out of 5 is that ending didn't work for me.
See, I love the ending. I loved
really.
Yes.
It feels like a completely different movie at the end.
I'm talking about what happens to somebody at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. See, like that's I know it goes off into another direction. I didn't really care for that, but if you care for that, you're gonna love it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just thought it was gonna be something a little more crazy than what it was.
Honestly, Niall, I would agree with you. I think it's 4.5 out of 5 for me too. Yeah, I didn't love the ending. And just as long as a piece of shit, so that's why it gets not a perfect score.
But other than that, I really like that movie, and I feel like it's an anthology movie. That's how you can look at it too. Like Trick or Treat, like Bob, you mentioned that earlier. Yeah. This could, like Barbarian could be an anthology if you want to look at it that way.
I agree with you.
And you said the guy from Whitest Kids You Know directed that, right?
Yeah.
Like, is this the first time he's done horror? Or
It
does
is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Yep.
Mhm.
it'd be interesting. He'd be like kind of like, you know, maybe just a independent film Jordan Peele. He kept doing it.
He's the white Jordan Peele or something.
He's not that. No, he's not. I'm talking about skill, not race. Yeah, he's not that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, excuse me.
No. Well, now that we all know Niall's black, it's a whole new game. No, I loved Whitest Kids You Know, and even their movie they made, Miss March, even though it was terrible, I love
Kind
that
of like
movie.
that movie. Too, man.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I kind of like that movie. Too.
Rest in peace, Trevor. It's a shame he passed away. He was the funniest part of that movie. Has anyone else noticed the amazing marketing for Smile?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Baseball.
Yeah.
I saw that live. I was watching the Mets game last week, and I'm like, I said to my friend, I'm like, "Do you see that? What's going on back there?" And
Dude,
that was creepy.
and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I was watching it, and even sportscasters didn't know what was happening. Like, oh, that's a little weird. And I started catching on. I was like, oh, shit, this is amazing. Like, I like that. Like, whatever happened to marketing like that again? You know
It's
what I mean?
No, it's
They did it in the 90s. They don't do it anymore. You know, that's what brings people to the theater.
Like, what was it? I think the last time I saw something like really cool that was marketing that wasn't flat out marketing was during Ant-Man. They had the posts, and I think it was in New York. I knew there were a couple in Chicago where, like, you know, just the posts that are on the side of the road. It was like tilted and bashed up a bit, and if you looked real close, you saw Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket like fighting.
Oh,
so
that's
it looked like
cool.
it took it out. So at first you thought it was a broken pole. So I thought it was really cool.
it worked because that movie overperformed this weekend. It made like I think 23, and they always thought it was going to do like 19, 20.
Yeah.
okay.
And all the reviews have been pretty solid. I'm interested to check it
Yeah,
out.
I'm seeing it Wednesday. I'm gonna see that.
Honestly, the marketing is the reason I want to see the movie more
Yeah.
than the actual movie. Like,
Well, that's
from the trailer.
that's what it used to be. We didn't always see
Yeah.
trailers. It was marketing, you know. And that's another movie. I have no idea what it's about. And now I don't want to. I don't want to see a trailer or anything. I want to go in blind as bat.
Well, I think I have an idea, but I don't want to spoil it for you. I think it's following It Follows a little bit, where it's like someone smiles at you and then you smile, and it's like you just keep passing it around, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good
Always-
guess.
In my mind, it's the gas from Tim Burton's Batman movie.
Right.
People
Didn't
just slowly
somebody
start
see it?
dying.
You know
Huh?
what it was? I said, didn't someone see it in this group? I thought
No,
I
I
got
didn't
it.
see it. I was going to.
Okay.
It's either that or Pearl, but I didn't make it today.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw Pearl. I didn't see, and they play like I used my A-list thing. I saw that trailer like 4 or 5 different times last week because I have A-list. So I'm glad it's out now, but I'll see it eventually.
Another movie that's making it big right now is Bros.
I'm interested to see that. Yeah, I'll see
Yeah,
that.
me too.
I like Billy Eichner, so I'll give it a whirl.
Is that the guy that's always yelling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Billy on the street.
Billy on the street. There you go.
And he was great in Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Wait, who did he play in Parks and Rec?
He was the new assistant to Donna when
Oh,
Bonnie
yeah.
and Eagleton mixed. He ended up like helping Tom. He became their wine person. Who wants red wine with fish? God, I hate these people.
I remember we did a Billy on the Street with Anna Kendrick, and he gave her as a gift for participating. It was a giant apostrophe, and he's like, "Here's the apostrophe from Naputa. What's her name? From Us, the actress from Us. I can't say her name.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Thank you. You know how she has an apostrophe?
Yeah.
So he gave Anna Kendrick a giant apostrophe. He's like, "This is from her name to you." And screaming at her, he's like, "You better enjoy that."
They're doing your Community movie, Bob. You sent the
Joe,
text
I
about
am
that.
so fucking excited. They have
Yeah.
that, and the Community Lego set is real close to becoming a thing. I
Really?
think it's at 5,000 votes. I put the link in the chat. It looks cool. How many backers is it at? It's at 10,000 supporters now.
When do you think we'll see it?
If this gets made, then probably later in the year.
Are you talking about the Lego set or the
Oh,
movie?
the Lego set, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the movie.
I guarantee they've all been wanting to do it. The only one that was they were trying to fit in was Donald Glover. No one else really has anything.
Yeah.
I mean, Joel McHale has a stand-up. I mean, everyone, but they've had this story laid out the whole time. Like Donald Glover's been down for it, and it's, if I remember correctly, at least from the rumors, is in season 6, they're at a bar, and behind them it has the Yadish Gambino or whatever they call the boat. It said that pirates came, stole this boat, and got TV's LeVar Burton and friend. And so they're like Somali pirates took the ship, and originally the plot was that the Community gang was going to go and try to rescue Troy and LeVar Burton from Somali pirates. I'm not gonna lie, I'd fucking watch that.
Oh my god.
I want Dan Harmon all over the place, and I'm good with it.
I just found out he wrote Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah.
I thought that Justin guy did everything. I did not know Harmon wrote Rick and Morty.
Harmon wrote it and throws in a lot of Community references in there as well.
I have to watch this then. I've only seen a few episodes.
You only see a few episodes of Rick and Morty?
Yeah. So they're
I've
short.
I've only seen the first season.
Oh, it gets so much better at the first season, but they
I have all of them. I just haven't watched them yet.
So Dan Harmon likes to do these one like episodes that everyone will look forward to. So in Community, it's the paintball episodes. In Rick and Morty, there's an international TV thing that they do, where intergalactic TV, where it's all these random shows, and it's that Justin guy just ad-libbing these different things, and they animate it and put it onto as an episode. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's like a lot of 80s references, which I love.
Be a comedy, like what's your choices for the two underrated comedies of 2000?
You know what's weird is I love Dude, Where's My Car? I fucking love that movie. So many people have given me hell about it. I love that movie and Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Drop Dead Gorgeous is another movie where you're just like, why aren't more people loving this?
I saw that for the first time maybe 6 months ago.
Isn't it phenomenal?
It's great. Yeah. A lot of great actresses in that.
Will Sasso playing the kid, the challenge guy. Are we on cops? Also, Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one a
Kung
lot.
Pao Enter the Fist.
Yeah, what are your choices? We're talking about the underrated comedies of 2000s.
Oh boy, I feel like there's a lot, honestly. I'm gonna go with Observe and Report. Remember that movie?
Oh, I was completely
Yeah, that's a really good one.
You know why I love when he's like, the mother's having a heart to heart, and she's like, I'm quitting drinking liquor. And he's like, oh, good. He's like, no, I can drink beer. I can pound that stuff all day and not pass out.
Did anybody name that movie before? Observe and Report?
No.
No.
You're the only one.
That's a good one.
Okay. But I like how with that movie, like Seth Rogen, he's Seth Rogen and everything. But in that movie, I'm like, wow, he's actually a little different.
Yeah.
Like he's actually trying to be an actor. He acts like a baby or a man-child, whatever you want to call it.
Crazy.
Like, okay. Yeah, pretty much.
Absolutely nuts in that movie.
The ending is my favorite. Just
I remember the ending.
Because you're like, oh, he's gonna tackle him, he's gonna do that.
The only reason that movie wasn't a success was because Paul Blart came out that year.
Yeah.
Imagine saying that sentence. The only Seth Rogen comedy derailed by Kevin James pretending to be fat cop.
Yeah, speaking of Seth Rogen, I was gonna say Knocked Up. I love that movie. I think it's hilarious. All the Judd Apatow movies during that time are all great, but I like Knocked Up a lot. And Dodgeball is another one I love.
Yeah, Dodgeball's great. I saw it in college on a free screening they did on campus.
Yeah. Our first apartment. Yeah.
What's up?
I said my first apartment we had. We used to watch that all the time and drink all the time.
5Ds of Dodgeball.
Dodge, dip.
Rip Torn. He's hilarious.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Like it wasn't my pick, but it just popped in my head. I know it's a crazy movie, but I've always liked Freddy Got Fingered.
Which one?
Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah.
When I first watched it, I was like, what the hell? And now I can watch it and it's great.
Yeah.
And I bought it on DVD, and for the sausage song, I would hit audio and make it go in French, Spanish, and all that just because it was fun. Be high as shit going like, hey, what do you say? You're like, oh,
No, I saw that movie the day we gave blood in my high school, so it came out when I was a senior, and so I was, I had probably a pint of blood in me, smoked weed, and then went to see that, and that was a great experience.
Yeah, I remember I watched it. I think it was always on HBO, like growing up, and I always only saw parts of it because I was like, I'm gonna stay away from this way. It looks bad. And I watched like the whole thing. The first time I like watched it fully, I was like, I don't know what this is. I was like, this is some white nonsense to me. I was like, I don't know what this is. Then I watched it like a few months ago. I was sick or something, and then like I don't know. It's one of those movies you gotta watch it again. Like you kind of get used to what it's doing. It's a weird movie, but it's like at the same time they're not making stuff like that anymore.
Oh yeah, that would never come out.
Because they were just like, let's just give any comedian a thing to do, and you just do your persona. And like that was Tom Green's thing. He was just like, I'm just gonna do something crazy and it's like in a way it's like kind of a deconstruction of like those comedies that were coming out at the time. But then like it's kind of turning on its head. And it's just weird stuff happens. There's no message. There's no nothing. Just ridiculous stuff just happened in that movie.
I just ran across one that is easily one of the best, Death to Smoochie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like Death to Smoochie. Yes.
Yeah. I only saw it once. I love it though. I need to watch it again. I loved it. The first and only time I saw it.
Real quick, Niall, you're the picture guy. I need a picture of the Armando meme with above envelope saying this is a bunch of white nonsense. Like I just think that'd be the greatest thing of all time.
January 6th. Is this a bunch of white nonsense?
Armando's the walking meme creator without realizing it.
Just put him in front of the Capitol. What kind of white nonsense is this?
I'm not sure if you guys mentioned this for underrated comedies.
Yeah.
What about Waiting?
I was about to say
Yes.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's a great one.
That's very underrated.
I was waiting when that came out, and that's truth right there. A lot of stuff that happens in that movie. The people, I worked with all those personalities.
Remember the guy with the hair and he went like this and the flakes? I remember that.
Yeah. That was one of those. Wait, sorry, what were you gonna say now? Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that movie was on Comedy Central all the time. So I feel like
constantly.
If you like just left it on, you were gonna see Waiting at some point. So I have never actually sat and watched the whole thing, but I've always watched parts of it like at different times of my life because it's always on.
I know they did a sequel, Still Waiting, and even that one I don't mind. I know they did a spinoff, The Slammin' Salmon.
Oh, that's the Broken Lizard
spinoff. That was by.
That's not a spinoff though.
That was by
the Broken Lizard guys.
Yeah, Broken Lizards. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Slammin' Salmon was great. Michael.
Yeah, I love that movie too.
I caught up in that movie.
To anything Broken Lizard does, I'm a big fan. Super Troopers too, not so much. But
yeah, I'm the same way. I like Beer Fest though. Beer Fest was hilarious.
Dude, Club Dread was fantastic.
I love Club Dread too.
Club Dread.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that in theater, and there's like one other person there. Great one.
Yeah. One that I remember, and this is another Comedy Central one I used to watch, and I watched with my grandma. She had no idea what was going on, but she didn't speak English at the time, rest in peace. But we used to watch like the most random comedies on TV when it was on Comedy Central. But one we always used to watch together, we used to watch Without a Paddle with Seth Green and Matthew Lillard. Yeah, she loved that one, I remember. And we would, if it was on, I would just leave it there and we just watch it together. She didn't understand like the dialogue, you kind of don't, it's a lot of physical stuff, but she just thought it was hilarious, just watching what was going on. She got the idea, she thought that movie was hilarious.
Didn't they do something similar with Jonah Hill and he was in a movie? It was like an Adam Sandler
that's
production.
Strange Wilderness.
Strange Wilderness
was hilarious.
Yeah, that one's good too.
Where they end up like they're searching for Bigfoot and then they accidentally kill it. So then for the show, they made it look like he hung himself. And Steve Zahn,
Justin Long.
Scott.
Justin Long's in it.
Justin Long was the stoner grandson.
But But
God, who played his
on
grandpa?
his eyes, yeah.
His grandpa was played by Ernest Borgnine.
yes, there's one on
And
yes.
he paints the eyes on his eyelids. And he opens them. He's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I remember that part. Oh,
Oh God, I'm gonna have to watch this movie now. Like they're out there, like Bigfoot comes off, they blow it away. They're like, fuck, there goes our thing. All right. They go, we saw Bigfoot's thing. We got it. And the body's just hanging there like he had gotten depressed. Fucking hell. Yeah, I forgot how
Not
good
sure
that
if this
movie
is
was
a-
until I just started reminiscing about it. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Not sure if this is underrated, but role models.
I love role models.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's underrated, but I like that
No,
one.
it's not underrated. That's pretty good.
Here, I got an underrated one. Wet Hot American Summer. I love that damn movie.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I've never seen that one.
yeah.
No, it's
I know
fun.
about it, but I haven't seen it.
It's on Netflix. It's a goofy, like, I don't know. It's one of the things. God, who are the people who wrote it? I think Michael Ian Black is one of the writers. Paul Rudd's in it. Like a lot of names are in it.
Yeah, David Wayne.
Christopher Maloney's in it as a pissed off camp cook. Like they all are at the campgrounds, and like Paul Rudd's like the bad boy and stuff like that. It's a funny movie.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it. I like it. I like it a lot though.
And Armando, just going back to Comedy Central, another underrated comedy they would play all the time, Idiocracy.
Yeah, that was another one.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Love
love
that
that
movie.
one. With Brando.
And Terry Crews.
Yeah.
You remember the pimp's name?
I don't remember.
Upgrade.
Upgrade.
It was UPGRAYD. And I like the part with him when they're doing it's the Pentagon and all the officials are meeting, and that one guy hung out at Upgrade and took like pictures of them basically just spending all night together, like clubs, strip clubs, and everything.
Yeah.
That's a funny movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Another Justin Long picture.
Yeah, there's a ton of those.
You should
Just
call
like
this the
you
Justin
read. What are
Long
you, gay?
episode.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Henry.
Hey,
Good
how
to
you
see
doing,
y'all.
Henry?
How's everybody doing?
Good, man.
I'm good.
Good.
Underrated 2000 comedies.
Good topic. What has everybody said so far?
Random. We're going around.
Report.
Say it
I
again
mentioned
now.
observe and report. I mentioned observe and report.
That's
I
a good
said-
one.
I said Knocked Up and Dodgeball.
Awesome comedies. Yes.
I said waiting.
Waiting with Ryan Reynolds. I
Yeah.
like it.
I like
All those movies
Drop
are-
Dead Gorgeous.
I don't think I've seen that one. Who's in that?
Denise Richards, Kirstie Alley, what was it? Kirsten Dunst.
You said Amy Adams?
Amy
Amy
Adams
Adams.
is in it. Brittany Murphy
Wow.
is in it. But it was such a low budget. It's a mockumentary of beauty of
Beauty
what do you want to
pageants.
call it? A beauty pageant in Minnesota.
Wow. I can't believe I missed that
man,
with all those
it's
people in it.
funny.
It was one that went right under the radar. Like I stumbled upon it because I'd go to the video store and find the most obscure movie to watch, and that's how I ended up with a lot of like the tastes I do.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. It's funny.
Yeah.
Check it
Okay.
out.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that.
What's going on?
Oh,
No, I mentioned Without a Paddle. But yeah, and then I also think one that I watched, it was not on Comedy Central, but I watched on HBO a bunch. I Heart Huckabees with Mark Wahlberg
Oh, I
and
have
Jason
that.
Schwartzman. I watched it all the time. I don't understand it, but I just find it so fun. I think it's funny when you don't feel just talking nonsense that movie about existentialism and stuff like that. It's just funny to me.
Just for underrated comedies, I have one more. Grandma's Boy.
Oh,
Yes.
I love that movie.
That's an amazing movie.
That's a freaking amazing movie. Yeah.
I watched that movie. Like I can't even count how many times I've watched that movie. So hilarious.
They haven't
It's
put that
funny as
movie
hell.
out on Blu-ray, so I had to get bootleggers at a convention to get a Blu-ray copy of Grandma's Boy.
Has anybody said Burn After Reading? The Coen Brothers one with Brad Pitt?
I like that. Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
The ending to that movie is incredible.
Yeah.
The whole speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great speech.
That's another one. I watched it when it first came out, and I was like, I don't get this movie. And I had to rewatch it. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get what it is. So it's like it's so much funnier when you watch it like a second or third time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where you have to watch it more than once for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought, Brad Pitt's super funny in that movie.
Yeah.
I need to watch it. It's been a while, but I remember it being pretty low key. Not a lot of people had seen it.
Yeah.
But for some reason I went to the movies to see it. I guess I was one of the only ones, but it was really good.
What about it's not, I don't know if I can call it a comedy. It's like one of my favorite movies, Pirate Radio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know if that's a comedy or not.
It's Richard Curtis, right? Yeah.
Nick Frost is in it. Ralph Fiennes, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Isn't Jeremy Jones in that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I never saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
The soundtrack is fucking great. Like it's a fun film. I mean, it's not life changing, but
yeah.
Has anybody mentioned Rat Race?
Oh, yeah.
Vince Maloof.
Yeah. Breckenmeyer, Vince Maloof, Mr. Bean, Whoopi Goldberg, I think was in that. A bunch of people.
Was that
John Lovitz.
2000s?
2001.
Oh, I thought it was like late 90s. Oh, yeah, you're okay.
I know.
Cool.
I had to look and make sure. But 2001.
I think that was like kind of the last type of film, like the crazy zany like slapstick.
Yeah.
They don't really make that anymore. They made that for years.
Yeah. They should do it again. Like hopefully when they
try, but it's just like this generation of directors can't do it. Like the Zuckers and everything.
Yeah, that style is very, very particular. I think it's hard to nail it, I think.
what about Walk Hard?
I was gonna say that, yeah. That's a good one.
That's really funny.
I think I like it just for John C. Reilly and the constant like, what drug is that? Oh, you don't want to try this.
Yeah. Tim Meadows introducing him to a new
really
drug.
Expensive? No, man, it's cheap.
I legitimately think that song "Beautiful Ride" is an amazing song.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
They made some, actual legit good music in it, which is funny.
Wrong son died.
Get out of here, Dewey. You don't want any part of this.
He starts playing catch with all like 300 of his kids. They like make fun of the Beatles. Like I think Jason Schwartzman pretends to be Ringo. He's like, I made a song about an octopus. Like, shut up, Ringo.
Who did Jack Black play? Which Beatle?
I want to say he played John.
Play John?
No, he played George.
Did he?
Yeah.
Now I gotta. Because I
And then
remember
who was it?
John-
Wasn't it Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd played John Lennon.
I can just remember him say, "Can you imagine?"
Could you imagine? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he played Lennon, I believe. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I'm pretty
Remember?
sure.
Do you remember that? Of course I remember that. I'm the Beatles.
Frankie Muniz was Buddy Holly.
Jack Black was Paul McCartney and Paul Rudd, John Lennon. Schwartzman is Ringo and Justin Long is George Harrison.
This is the Justin Long episode.
Another Justin Long.
Jesus, right?
And once 2010 came, they're like, all right, dude, you're done. Hope you
Phil
like
Kevin
sitcoms.
Smith can call him. Yeah.
Guess what? Now you're on New Girl. I mean,
You know,
I like them in Tusk.
Right.
Which is going to be a sequel.
I'm in, but
I'm in too. It's better than
I
Clerks
love
3.
Tusk.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see Clerks 3 yet, but Kevin, I saw your review. You
I
said
didn't like it. Maybe I'm just too old. Maybe I grew out of it, but
It played here for 2 days.
yeah.
And
Same here.
Same here.
Same Wednesday.
So is it going to be streamings anywhere soon?
Probably, yeah. Or you're going to maybe have to pay for it.
I don't want to pay for it, but I'm saying like I want to watch it for free.
Someone will burn a copy.
Yeah, it'll pop up one of these weeks for sure. I saw the Blu-ray listing for it, so yeah, I'm sure it won't be too long.
Yeah, same here. It was here for literally like 2 days, and I'm like, oh, I'll go see it tomorrow. And then they're like, it's gone.
I think it was a Fathom event.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
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 October 14th, it arrives on digital. And on Blu-ray and DVD, it's December 6th. So on October 12th, you'll be able to find it.
Maybe even this week. I don't know, because like the Munsters was there like a full week before.
Yeah, but after
yeah.
watching it, I totally understand that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually did see the Munsters. Well, what did you guys think?
It was shit. No.
A 9-year-old and 7-year-old gave up on it within 15 minutes.
But I didn't really watch the Munsters growing up. I knew what it was, but it was just very light. This felt like an episode of the Munsters. Like I liked the bad acting. I don't know. It wasn't good, but I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't enjoy parts of it.
It was hollow. The characters were stupid. Didn't think it was funny, really. The Munsters, the original show is really funny. And this, I don't even think I laughed once.
No, you gotta do like what's her name? When you talk.
Oh, Sherry Moon. Yeah,
that was Hermes. Every goddamn scene she did it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, her performance was just awful. Awful.
It's never been good.
Oh,
No,
I know. Yeah.
She was the newscaster in the beginning too. Did you know that?
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I saw that.
Yeah.
They all doubled up on roles, I heard.
I think Sherry, the only time I like her is when she's playing baby. So Michael's mom wasn't terrible because like it was believable that she was this down on her luck, like kind of,
Even as baby, she's way over the top.
Well, that's what I thought she was supposed to be. Like baby would have been like mentally disturbed and to the point of thinking this is the way she had to play. But either way, I love those movies. Devil's Rejects, House of Thousand Corpses.
I'm not a fan of Rob Zombie's work. Maybe that's why I'm almost a little easy on the Munsters because I was like gutter low expectations going in.
Yeah, I mean, I did too, but it still was terrible.
And it's crazy. He's a huge fan of the Munsters because I remember on MTV Cribs, he's like, "Oh, I dedicated a room in my house to the Munsters," and it was just Munsters memorabilia everywhere.
Yeah. It's his passion project for sure.
Yeah, and he slapped it right in the face too. With
I was gonna say Andy shit all over that room.
Yeah, it just wasn't needed. They spent all the money on the set, the house and everything, and just nothing else.
Yeah, the house looked great.
It did.
So,
The costume design, set design looked great. Just everything else with the characters and them talking sucked.
Well, I heard he tried to go black and white for it.
That would have been better. Maybe.
I mean, a little. The only
Still
thing
not
I
gonna
liked,
fix the script.
I liked the 70s thing in the background. So like when they're like, oh, there's like almost like the Speed Racer type thing where there's the shiny stuff behind them. I liked that. But yeah, other than that.
When she's in love, his hearts.
Exactly.
See, like shit like that, I kind of dug. But again, not a good movie. I'm not recommending it.
I like Dan Roebuck. I thought he was
he was
great.
good. Grandpa?
Yeah, our grandpa, and then Richard Brake was great. I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah, Richard Brake.
Supporting cast is good.
It just the guy looked like Herman. Like I could see that element.
Yeah.
And yet the voice was over the top.
Yeah. I felt the same.
to Origin, so maybe we'll get a sequel.
Oh, don't do that. Why are you gonna say that into the world?
No.
And I'm gonna use Armando's catchphrase. Kind of white shit is that?
It actually does end like it's gonna get a sequel.
I'm to the point. I'm like, stop giving him money to make movies, please. Just be done.
Agree with you.
The second Halloween was trash. I didn't mind the Haunted World of El Super Beasto. That was fun. It was what it was.
Which one's Salem's?
Lords of Salem.
Oh,
yes,
I didn't like that.
That was terrible.
I saw that in theaters. I didn't like it.
I never watched
those
31 either.
You saw all those old wimmy saggy stuff all over a big screen.
I didn't mind 31. I thought 31 was okay.
Well, that was a Kickstarter, wasn't it? Wasn't that a crowdfunded movie?
Yeah,
I think so.
So maybe he didn't want to piss off a bunch of people with that one.
They need to leave these movies alone. I feel like.
Yes.
I don't know. They've been they hardly ever work out. Maverick is like the anomaly. When especially 30 years after, it's amazing they made a good sequel, let alone a great sequel there. But then we get like Hocus Pocus 2, and it's fine, but we just didn't need it. It didn't add anything. Dumb and Dumber 2, terrible. You can't go back and recreate.
Yeah, it's rare to bring back the magic from the first movie, especially 20, 30 years later.
Yeah.
Because the actors are all fucking old and it's not believable, you know what I mean?
Right. And mostly they're just returning for the paycheck,
Exactly. Doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like Dominion.
Henry, I don't know if you knew this, but Smile is Kevin Bacon's daughter. I don't know, because you weren't here earlier.
Sosie Bacon. I did. I read that. I didn't know. But
That's
I was
cool.
like, oh,
Yeah,
I've seen her before. That's pretty cool. So now we have Sosie Bacon and we have Maya Hawke, a couple up and coming, daughters of famous actors. It's pretty cool. Yeah, she was in Mayor of Easttown, I think is what I remember seeing her in.
Oh, who was she?
I didn't know it was her.
Town?
She was I'm trying to think what character she played.
She wasn't the pregnant girl, was she?
No, she was
I think
girl,
she was like the sister or something, maybe.
She was I think she dated Kate Winslet's son or something, and they had a baby together.
So.
Oh, yeah.
And she almost had let that baby drown because she fell asleep.
Yeah.
God, that show was so fucking good.
Yeah.
You want to talk about knowing movie cliches?
Armando already said that. The white people nonsense.
Yeah. I already said it.
The people who are allowed to walk through airport security without being checked. I honestly, my biggest thing is I've always hated boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl, but it's always bothered me.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like sad ass endings,
You ever see a movie has sad ass ending? The Last American Virgin.
What?
The Last American Virgin.
I don't think I've seen that. It's got a sad ending.
Oh yeah.
I kind of know it. I don't know the whole ending, but I remember.
It ends with that song "I'm All Out of Love."
Right.
I can't. I forgot how that song goes.
Yeah, somebody spoiled it like years ago. I know it's sad, but I forget.
Realistic.
Yeah.
But I like it.
They blow their head off?
What?
They blow their head off?
Yes.
The best way to end. You said I'm all out of love, and I'm like, oh, they ended it. Maybe
one more bullet
though. In it too.
It's like an 80s movie. I'm going with death fake outs. When you think a character's dead and they come back. That annoys me.
That's in every Scream movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Kevin doesn't like horror movies.
Have it with Chewbacca in Star Wars.
I got one from all the action movies. They were like get in a car accident, flips a million times off the side of a cliff and a mountain. They come out not harmed, and the car blows up in the background. Every Bond movie, every Fast and Furious, every action movie has that.
Yeah.
I think Logan, one of the X-Men movies, that happened to him. Like walks away from the car. Yeah, that annoys me.
I hate when it's like it's always a dream.
What about when I don't know, somebody's at the store or something? They're like, oh, it's always like that'll be $10. It's always some even number, and there's never
No tax.
Yeah. Keep it simple. Yeah. Big cliche.
Are there always just so happen to be on that one radio station that the announcement goes over and something like that?
Yeah. It's a big one.
The normal geeky person getting the hot person, high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Except for Ducky. Ducky got the raw end of the stick.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
I feel like horror has more cliches than anything. Like Logan, you're gonna know this one. The car doesn't start for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It just literally happened in a movie I watched last night. Yeah, exactly. Working fine 5 minutes ago. Get in.
It happened on Dahmer too.
I'm like, come on. Yeah, or like when they're always running and they trip.
Yeah.
Like,
And they trip over nothing.
They trip over down. They start crawling for a while, and the slow masked assailant is walking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yell, you're out of the reaches of harm and all that, and you're in the dark and you're still running. So what are you going to do? You're going to yell help. Because now everyone knows where you are.
Are you run upstairs? Every movie they run upstairs instead of outside. No, I'm gonna go run on the third floor.
Yeah.
Every Scream movie. Nev Campbell always runs upstairs.
He'll never come up to the loft.
It was on the Blair Thumb Project, where they're like, oh my God, it's coming after us, get in the tent. He's like, right, nothing can penetrate nylon.
Another one is like, because I work in IT, so there's like a virus. Somebody gets a computer virus and somehow it's gonna take out the entire world. It's so unbelievable. Especially like 90s and like early 2000s movies with like technology and stuff. Like you have a root kick and it's gonna destroy everybody in the world. I don't know.
Well, like Swordfish, where they
exactly
into a bank.
Yeah.
What was it? 1 minute, and he had two girls giving him head, and they give him a laptop to like hack into this, and he's like, "Oh, I'm trying," and you're just like, "I need to learn computers."
Yeah, I'm thinking even back to like Hackers, with Angelina Jolie and
Johnny Miller.
Yeah, there you go.
Matthew Lillard was in that one.
Yeah.
I hate how hackers always have to be hunched over the computer with a hood on their head in movies like that.
Like Mr. Robot.
Yeah, exactly.
When realistically South Park has it more on that.
Exactly. Kevin, you mentioned this one before. Oh God, what was it? Telephone conversations in movies. You mentioned that before. No one says hello or goodbye. It's just, did you get it? It's like
or they basically
hey,
they basically rattle off a whole bunch of information, and the person on the other side completely heard them, completely understood everything. I'm like, wait, what's the number? Where am I going?
Yeah, they say it once. Yeah, got it.
And then they just hang up.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, thank you, or goodbye.
Right.
Something, yeah.
What about whenever, and this is the thing, so many ways any genre movie does it, but like whenever there's a character that is like undercover, he's going secret, and he becomes friends or he dates someone, the movie has to stop and then to me. Yep. And I'm not gonna forgive you anymore. So the whole movie is like, oh, everything is done. And like now it's like, no, I can't, they can't do whatever mission they gotta do. And then because of that, then everything starts falling apart because the person they were lying to starts doing all this other stuff they're not supposed to be doing. Like that annoys me sometimes.
Like I mentioned this before, but they also don't eat in movies. Like they'll have all this food, but they don't eat it. And I understand why, because actors and food in their teeth and all of that. But I'm like, can you just push the food a little bit? Like just use a fork or something. Like I know Tarantino does that. Like he actually has the actors, I think, eating.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is a tasty burger. Yeah, he shows stuff that other directors wouldn't even bother to show, which makes it more real,
Or Christoph Waltz when he was like smoking the cigarette, then he put it out in the dessert or something.
Yeah.
Like little details like that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He made Leonardo DiCaprio call Jamie Foxx the N-word to his face. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
You could do anything on film, and I'd be like, well, I don't know. Leo's a gangster, man. My voice would be shaking even after Jamie told me it was okay. I'd be like, and you. Quentin Tarantino gets that good money right there.
What about whenever someone's shooting a gun in a movie, and for some reason it has like unlimited loads or something in it, and they never reset it?
Oh, John Wick, perfect.
And no one ever stops and is like, oh, I can't use it anymore. They always just have bullets that just keep filling up.
Yeah, that was like a
Infinite bullet cheat.
Predator too in the jungle. Like endless rounds.
Yeah.
I don't have time to bleed and I don't have time to reload my bullets.
Right.
What about also, even though whoever's shooting at the hero, they never get hit, not even a nick.
Yeah.
1,000 bullets, he's dodging it. does a cool jump move like that.
Yeah.
It must be the stormtroopers shooting them. Missing them every time.
Yeah.
Another thing in like action movies back in the day is like they'd always abandon their car, like they're on a chase or something. They run out of their car, chase a guy, they just leave their car in the freeway or something, or airport. Or they always abandon their car. Like, all right, whatever. It's only a Porsche, whatever.
All right.
And then this is probably like one last one, but they did it in Barbarian. They go down into the secluded area, like the basement or something, and then the lights flicker, and it's like, oh, the lights are flickering. Something terrible is happening.
Yeah.
Happens in
Every horror movie.
yeah, pretty much. Didn't it happen in Black Phone?
Or it's white people are like, hey,
Yeah.
the white people are like, this house is haunted. Okay, we're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I'll follow the weird noise.
There's a shirt that says I'm white, but I'm not. Let's see what that noise was in the basement. White.
There's another thing, because there's sometimes in horror movies what bugs me is sometimes when they get out of a thing, and it's not even action, it's not even horror movies, sometimes action movies, thrillers do it, where sometimes someone gets out of a situation where they're safe, the movie could be done, and then they're like, okay, I gotta go back. We have to help somebody, or we have to stop that person. It's like, no, you don't. Like me, I just be running. I don't know. I become Usain Bolt or something. And like
they do that in Barbarian a little bit.
Yeah, that bugged me. That always bugs me when they do that. Like sometimes it's good, I guess, but like for the most part, I'm always like, the movie could be done, and then or like it's like, no, we still got to do this thing, and it's like you don't have to.
Actually, Logan, just going back to Barbarian for a little bit. Remember that scene with the homeless guy? He's like, "Oh, I've been here for 15 years, and she never found me." I literally laughed out loud at that part.
Yeah. That was funny as hell. A lot of surprising moments in that movie, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
What's the horror film of the year for you guys?
Oh boy,
horror movie of the year? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Pearl for me.
Yeah.
X for me.
I still haven't seen Pearl, so that's why I can't rate it. For me, I'm still going with The Black Phone. I love that movie.
It was really good.
Yeah.
But
Definitely
would you
a good
say?
movie.
I think Ethan Hawke is what made that. Like the story's great and all that, but I think Ethan Hawke just like came around and just scared the shit out of everyone in that movie.
Yeah, it would have been Barbarian, but just that ending, it didn't work for me.
I'm really hoping it's a musical ending, and I'll be mad when I watch it. I'm gonna try to get to it this week.
I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Is it Ty West? T West? T.
I say
It's
T
Ty.
West.
I saw an interview with him when
Ty
we were
West?
talking about it last. Yeah. He's like, yeah, this is Ty West. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shit. So we butchered like 6 reviews saying the wrong name.
And
P.I.
doesn't mean
counts.
anybody else knows.
Let's call him T period West.
18. Has anybody seen Smile yet?
No.
not yet.
Not yet, no.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Let us know if Smile makes you smile.
I don't even know the premise for it. Like, it's like are they in a psychiatric hospital or something? And
Yeah.
something with
Well, we were talking earlier. I think it's going to be like It Follows, where it's like somebody smiles at you. It's like a random stranger, and then they infect you with a smile, and then you just keep
Okay.
passing on the smile to other people.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I know very little about it. I've seen a couple little clips of it, but I haven't even seen a full trailer or anything. Kind of surprised me. I didn't even know it was coming out.
Yeah.
I only saw the one trailer. It was good though.
Yeah, I kind of wish horror movies would go back to the just real simple marketing and don't rush us with 80 trailers. Give us one trailer, then certain marketing to remind us it's coming, and then leave it at that.
I just saw the one trailer where the guy's like, "You're going to die. You're going to die," and he just kept saying it over and over again.
Just kept repeating like a broken record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, creepy.
Armando,
So,
I
Kev,
feel
what
like
about
your
you for
voice should
horror
be
movies?
in a deranged thing. Like, would you like to play a game? Like, I just, the screens are lighting up your eyes.
Oh yeah, the light. You're right.
You kind of look half digital.
But Kevin, what's your favorite horror movie of the year?
Oh, with Henry. Pearl.
Pearl. Okay.
Did
I
you
haven't
still-
seen either of them, so I'm going to have to say Nope. But I actually really loved Nope anyway.
Nope was cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's some really good ones this year. So
Yeah,
Good
it's a
year
good
for
year for
horror.
horror.
Oh, some of y'all lived right by me. Logan does, so I'll have to yell at him. No one wants to see horror movies out here with me. I talk to people, I don't like that shit. Kids are too young. Although I'm showing them.
Yeah, that's the
Outer
same thing
Space
for
next
me.
week.
Yeah, it's the same thing for me. I don't know anybody wants to watch. They're like, no, it's still scary. But I'm like, no, but that's part of the fun.
But they did see
Yeah.
a horror movie. They saw 7 minutes of monsters.
It's true. My kids want to see Killer Clowns from Outer Space because we went to Spirit Halloween and they finally started putting out merchandise for it. So I have the cotton candy gun. I bought a blanket with them on it, and I bought some socks with it. That's one of my favorites when I was a kid. So I was like, all right, it came out when I was 7. I think they could get into it.
Apparently, the Spirit Halloween movie, they say is pretty good. I read some reviews. Like, I think IGN gave it like a 7 out of 10.
Wow.
I don't
Better than
want
I figured.
That movie existed.
I don't even want to
Christopher Lloyd
Dango app and do it.
Is that one? Did that one go to theaters or is that just streaming?
It's just streaming.
Okay. Oh, is it good? So it's like your private shame. It's just that really horrible movie you didn't want anyone to know that you were going to watch. If this does well, I really bet they're going to bring that Spencer's movie out of the woodwork. Even on topic.
The mall.
Complete out the trilogy with Macy's. The new MCU, the mall cinematic universe.
All right. That food court one's going to be lit.
Huh?
They're making a video game of Killer Clowns.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
Same one here,
I heard
Friday
about
the 13th. And they're also doing
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I'm telling you, it's good to be a nerd in general as of late. Like, people are starting to realize that the fans of this stuff finally got real jobs. Oh, they can buy things now. Oh, let's start.
Just going back to the mall cinematic universe, I like that idea. They could do Dick's Sporting Goods. That would be the most terrifying one.
Yes.
Yes. You don't mean the food court?
Sbarro's and
Sbarro's. Horror movies that we've seen too many times?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the original It, made for TV. I watched that at least 2 or 3 times a year since it came out.
They're both good, but for different reasons. Like,
yeah,
I love
like
Tim
the
Curry,
first
but
one got some of the book right. The second one, the new one got other things that didn't get right. I mean, the first one for nostalgia, the second one for all the practical effects they did.
Yeah.
No, I'd like. There was one thing I love about the second one, and it sounds like it's trivial, but to me, it was like a big statement. Was that they were saying how Derry had been more progressive and everything's great and we're all grown up and time has changed, and then you had the gay guys just get this whole just hate crime against them and all that and thrown over. Like, I always thought that was it was more powerful in the book because it showed you how backwards this, like, the time forgot, like, it was just really good. But no, I could watch any of them. But yes, I love the original a lot.
Who do you like better, Skarsgård or Tim Curry?
Oh, that's a Sophie's choice,
That's
man.
really tough. Yeah.
I mean, Tim Curry made it iconic. Skarsgård just showed how weird he is and the fact that he can curl. I don't know. Here, Tim Curry, better clown. Skarsgård got a better ending with his. But
I listened to the audiobooks for both of those. Yeah, you're right. They're amazing books.
I think, what's her name? No, it was Michael C. Hall, or the one who played Dexter. He
Michael
did
C.
the thing for Pet Sematary because I read it when I was younger, and then I listened to the audiobook. And yeah, it was just, and the thing is that the movies didn't get right so much was the cat's the protagonist. Like, there's no evil. Like, the cat is the thing that is evil. The cat personifies everything. And also, like, they had a whole chapter about the guy who came back from the military who, like, he wasn't a zombie. Like, he would stare up and stuff, but he started telling people secrets that there's no way he should have known. The military was going to take away all the benefits because it turned out he was alive. Like, that book just got insane. It was really good.
So how do you feel about Edward Furlong in the sequel?
Fuck that whole sequel. I hated that movie. It wasn't even good. I'll have to watch it now just to see what I think. But no, the original movie was good. The second one should have been so much better. I mean, you had John Lithgow, for Christ's sake, and
yeah,
it was just a horrible everything about it.
Yes. Stephen King's new one wasn't good either. Firestarter.
No,
I hated it.
The original, fantastic. The book, really good. Yeah, I watched maybe an hour and I was just like, all right.
I remember, Henry, we were talking about it and somebody said in your review that you had to talk about Michael Gray eyes more.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Like-
they're like, yeah, they criticize that part. I'm like, okay, I mean, he did good on the screen, but he didn't have any lines.
What do you
know,
think?
It's the guy going after. Like, sure, he was good. I really didn't have anything to
Like
say.
critiquing It's like critiquing a wax dummy or something.
I know. I know. I know. I should have brought him up. I'm sorry, random guy who wanted to hear more about Michael Gray.
The one person.
The one person. I know. The one fan of that movie. Yeah, it just wasn't good.
It was just boring. I remember watching this and I'm just bored.
Yeah, there was never anything exciting about it, anything that brought you into the movie at all. Yeah, just felt flat. All the performances, nothing there.
As far as horror movies I've seen too many times, The Shining. I watch that every year, even when it's not Halloween season. I just love that movie.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, you can't watch it. It's one of those movies that you can watch over and over again and, pick up something you didn't see the time before. And, I'm the same way. I watch that movie every year. I wanted to watch it the other night.
Sleep, I like.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the other one too?
Yeah, Dr. Sleep.
No. The Steven Weber.
Oh, the miniseries.
The one that was closer to an
that
adaptation. One. Yeah, that was, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Cure Book one stays
right.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I remember that one having some good aspects as well. Yeah.
No, Dr. Sleep was phenomenal.
It was, yeah.
Did you see the extended cut of Doctor Strange? How was that? It was good.
Yeah, it was. They packed in a lot more. It was one of the better adaptations they've done to a Stephen King book. So
yeah, like in Doctor Sleep when they kill that kid, man, that's rough.
Yeah, it was. But man, Ewan McGregor was the perfect choice for it. Like even when I was reading it, you have to have that visual picture. And I still pictured I pictured essentially Will from Stranger Things this last season, just Danny's haircut, just bigger. And they gave me Ewan McGregor. I'm like, oh yeah, this makes more sense,
Yeah. They were talking to Flanagan and he's like, he's really disappointed that the movie didn't work because he wanted to do the series. And it was going to be about, what's his name? Dick from the Shining, the movie.
Oh,
they're going to do like his backstory,
which would be great because in the Shining book, he's there the whole time. In the movie, Kubrick's just like, and Scatman Crothers dies now.
yeah, right. Yeah, they didn't do him justice. Yeah, so we would have got that series, but the movie didn't do as well, I guess. So
that's disappointing. I love
I know. And Flanagan's been awesome. So
yeah, I was gonna say I want to shout him out because he seems to be a saving grace for the horror genre.
Yeah,
I still have that watch Midnight Mass. I gotta watch Midnight Mass, but I'll probably do that.
It's excellent.
But yeah, he's awesome director for horror.
Yeah, Midnight Mass was fantastic.
No, I'm saying even Oculus, that movie that came out like in 2013. Even I love that. I like that movie a lot.
Does he have a new thing coming out?
The Mirror?
Yeah, this Friday.
What's
Midnight Club.
Is it a
Midnight Club? It's
it a movie
based on a. Is it based on a book series, Logan? I think.
Yeah, I think isn't that Christopher Pike that did the Midnight Club books back in the?
I think 80s? So. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
It's based off the book series for young adults back in the day.
So much to watch. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, October's insane for TVs and movies.
Yeah.
You said Midnight Club, and the first thing I thought of was the old PlayStation video.
Yeah, the racing game.
They made a movie. And I know they did Need for Speed and shit. It's a real obscure one.
I'd be down for a horror movie, a racing movie. That'd be cool. If it's done right.
Need for Speed
we haven't really
Underground.
seen that. Besides Christine.
Oh, I love Christine. That's one I watch every year too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
John
now
Carpenter's
I'm looking at
got so many good ones.
Wow, came out in 94, huh?
Yeah, I was right. Christopher Pike. That's what I thought it was. Yep. Based on 8 members of Midnight Club. They meet at midnight to tell sinister and spooky stories.
Ooh.
You know what's weird is tell me that doesn't sound like Are You Afraid of the Dark, where they had the Midnight Society, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's the same time too when that was out, when the books were written.
Loved that show when I was a kid. Don't know if it would still hold up, but loved that show as a kid.
Yeah, they're still good, man.
Well, I'm just gonna be cliche. Movies I always watch now are just The Nightmares and Halloween. Friday the 13th. I have both box sets and yeah, those are mine.
Yeah.
Picks.
Halloween, I watch even the bad ones. I try to throw in a couple of the bad ones every year too. You know, it's not the really awful ones though. Maybe just like, 4 and 5, they're bad, but they have like cool aspects to them. Like
Season of the Witch. No, that was
Season of the Witch. Yes, obviously, and that's
so no H2O for you, Henry.
I didn't watch it last year. I might actually throw that in just for old time's sake, just to get that dose of the 90s. But no Resurrection. There's a few of them that I don't really care too much for, but I like Part 5. Yeah. There's a few of them every year that I'll.
You don't want to see Busta Rhymes against Michael Myers? Like that's a.
Not really. And I don't want to go back to Rob Zombies too either. Yeah. Yeah.
I have the box set karate kick.
I was gonna say Part 4 Halloween always looks amazing. Like it's because it's filmed in Utah instead of California. Yeah. So it actually has a whole Halloween look to it. Just characters are stupid.
Yeah.
They need to do more horror movies in Utah and just have it all be against Mormons.
I mean, they did that with Hereditary, so why not?
Good point. Didn't even think of that.
I was gonna ask, what was this movie with a clown with like black and white makeup? They're making a sequel to it. It came out.
Terrifier.
Yes. Yeah.
How's that?
The first one was awesome.
First one was good. Okay.
Yeah.
He originally came from All Hallows Eve. Have you seen that movie?
No, I never saw one.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't even. Right when you said, because I felt like I'd seen him before.
Art the Clown.
Yeah. Art the Clown. Yeah.
All Hallows Eve.
And then they did the Terrifier. Yeah.
Check it out, Kev. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Is Terrifier like long? The first one?
No.
It's the new one's 2 hours and 28 minutes.
Shit.
Whoa.
Really? I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
I think the first one's like an hour and a half, if that. It's pretty much straight to the point.
What is this? The Snyder cut of Terrifier?
Right. Pulling some Peter Jackson stuff on us, extended cut.
86 minutes. The original Terrifier, 86 minutes.
Yeah, put the second one. Maybe we'll check that.
Niall, are you still interviewing the director? Damien
They never
Leone?
got back to me. That's
hard to believe.
And then they'll be like, "Are you available right now?" Like,
I just stopped responding to their emails. Like, I don't have time for this shit.
No, but we did speak to, or I got to speak to the actor who plays Terrifier, Art the Clown. That was cool.
Was it David something?
David Howard Thornton. Yeah.
There you go.
He wasn't the original actor though. I didn't bring that up with him, but in All Hallows Eve, it was a different guy playing him.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, 2 hours, 28 minutes, Kev.
Yep. All right.
Wow.
And Chris Jericho's supposed to be in the sequel, Terrifier.
Cool. When's the release date for that?
I think
Soon.
This month.
I think the 15th.
Let's see. October 6th.
Nice. So this Thursday. Okay.
What's that gonna be on Shudder?
Yeah.
Most likely, yeah.
Let's toss that up on the list.
I haven't seen
another
the first
movie
one
we
yet.
forgot.
I'll have to watch it.
Another horror movie we forgot, Watcher. That was a good one this year.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Watcher. I don't know if I remember that one.
With Micah Monroe, It Follows.
The future Mrs. Fortner.
Exactly. Doing the Birdman meme right now.
No, that was a super underrated movie. That was great. Really fucking good.
Was it on Netflix?
It's on Shudder.
It's on Shudder, yeah. It was in theaters.
I'm gonna wear a yellow shirt, go behind a tree, do the meme thing like this.
Yeah. Hey, Micah.
I could be wrong. Yeah. Just more examples of great horror this year, man. There's been so many good fucking horror flicks coming out.
So that was another topic we brought up. So what was the worst era for horror movies? I'm gonna go first. The 2010s, like back when I was just starting high school, sucked. The jump scares, the paranormal activities, that was awful.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. 2010. Yeah.
And the found footage stuff got old. Like Cloverfield was cool, but after that, was just going downhill.
Everything leading up to that's been really great, and it's been rejuvenated the past few years. But yeah, 2010.
2000s had the House on Haunted Hill, House of Wax, Hills Have Eyes,
yes,
13 Ghosts. Like it was all over. Saw, exactly. Like it was all over the place. 2010, yeah. As soon as Paranormal Activity came out, it was over. Blair Witch was fine because it was one, and we didn't acknowledge, like no one else made one for a while. So
yeah, The Ring came out 2003. That was good. The first one. There's a lot of movies during those times.
I'm gonna go with the period after when Scream. You had so many of those slasher movies coming out, and none of them really as good as Scream.
The 90s, late 90s.
Yeah, late 90s. Yeah. Like what was the one with Rebecca Gayheart?
Yeah, Urban Legend.
Urban Legend.
Yes, Urban Legend. I didn't like that.
I don't know. Henry and I just reviewed
Disturbing Behavior.
Fucking love that movie. That came out in 98, same year as The Faculty.
Katie Holmes.
Yes, Katie Holmes, yes.
Katie Holmes, James Marsden, and Nick Stahl.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. That was my first time seeing it. It came out the same year as The Faculty. I chose The Faculty.
Most people saw The Faculty and didn't see Disturbing Behavior. Yeah. I was on the Disturbing Behavior side. I'm like, this movie's awesome.
I love The Faculty. No, I mean,
me too.
Disturbing Behavior is great too, but man, I love The Faculty.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, but Kev, yeah, you're right. Yeah, most after that, 96, 97, 98-ish, kind of fell off for horror.
Yeah.
I feel like the mid 2000s was kind of a blah to me for a while. It was before, right before Paranormal Activity, there was just kind of just nothing. And it was there'll be movies that were coming out, and they were just they all kind of blend together to me. I remember it was one movie. I never saw it. I don't really know if it's good or not, but I remember it was kind of big for a week, and it looked like every other movie called The Covenant, and it was these teenage vampires or something. I think
I remember that movie.
Was in it.
I
don't know if it's what's going on.
I remember seeing. I didn't see it, but I remember seeing advertisement for it.
Yeah, that one just was that era. I felt like so many movies looked like the same movie to me.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I'd say the era where there was so many Saw sequels, and then after Final Destination, they just kept going with those. It's after the first one, we were pretty good. Okay, we'll give them a sequel, but then they made 7 or 8 after that, unnecessary, and none of them lived up, to the first one. I mean, the first one was good, but all the sequels just tried to outgross the others. It just turned into gore, torture porn, basically, instead of having something interesting, them trying to escape. It was just here, we'll throw in these idiotic characters with drug problems, and you guys can see who gets their head sawed off first and not care about them, dying or There's a lot of shitty sequels, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime someone mentions go Armando.
No, I was just saying that was also when they were trying to. I remember those Saw movies and Final Destination. They were trying to do 3D for everything. See all this gore. It's in 3D. I never saw them, but that was always the thing. So then when you watch them, they don't age well when you watch it at home because it's just so obviously we gotta make sure you watch it in the theater.
Yeah, they even did a Texas Chainsaw 3D one. It was fucking.
That's
terrible.
Right. I forgot
about that whole Eli Roth phase. Henry, you were mentioning the torture porn.
Yep. Hostel and
Cabin
Fever. All the movies were the same for a period of time there in the 2000s. Nobody had any original ideas after Eli Roth brought it on the map, but then everybody just started doing pretty much the same thing.
I did like the Pancakes Kid though.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was doing karate and stuff. They put it in slow motion.
Right.
And then the father's like, "Oh, that's just Dennis or whatever his name was."
Oh, the movie to TV thing.
Oh yeah, because Chucky's coming back. That's why
Yes.
I thought about that.
Yeah. So you want to go ahead?
No, I'll let you guys go first. I'm curious.
Fargo.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same
Yeah,
thing.
Fargo.
Yeah, Fargo I think is the best one.
John
Fargo.
Hamm's in the new season now. I know.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Sounds like it's got a good cast. Yeah. When I see this new season.
Yeah.
I really like that new Lord of the Rings series on Amazon. I've been digging it.
Mm-hmm.
I hear the last couple, especially
Yeah,
the
we're
last one, was supposed to be amazing. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, episode 6 I need to watch, but I'm almost caught up with it. But visually amazing, beautiful show. Creep Show's another one too. I was thinking about Creep Show, the movies, the original George Romero, Stephen King, and now they adapted it to Shudder. 3 seasons so far. It's been good.
Yep. Greg Nicotero and
Greg Nicotero. Yep.
Yeah, it is good. Anybody gonna check out Hellraiser on Hulu?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I have to. I have to. Anything on Hulu, I have to watch. Mr. Hulu, he watched last week's episode, so he's like, "You need to watch it and make people aware."
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hulu's good.
Hulu's
They have some good
Hellraiser.
It looks
stuff.
really good. It looks really good. I watched one trailer. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks pretty cool. The look of her looks cool too. Did you see
Yeah.
Doug Bradley posted about her?
Yeah.
He's like, man, this is really cool looking.
I like the voice on her too, is different. I think it sets a really spooky atmosphere. It looks like they're going to be diving into more of the mythology of the box too, which they never did in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Telling
I'm
you,
interested.
a good voice in a horror movie, it has to be monotone. If you want to kill her something, monotone voice.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. And honestly, Hellraiser is like my least favorite horror franchise. I always just thought they were really gross and not that scary.
Well, the first one I was cool with, and then
Yeah, the
after
first
that, you're
one.
just like, all right, this is stupid.
It's just like ridiculous S&M and
I like the first
torture.
2, but the third one, I rewatched the third one. I stopped after that because I hear after that you don't really need to keep going. But I thought they like did a lot of cool stuff with like the visuals and like the gore and stuff.
There are a lot of movies
what
that were
you
ruined
said-
by their sequels.
Yeah.
Like Phantasm. First one, awesome. Second one,
yeah, exactly.
Exorcist.
Ron, when you said monotone voice, I thought of that Family Guy sketch when they're like, "Oh, you're more monotone than a Jeremy Irons cereal. You're looking for a prize in the cereal box. There's is none. More cardboard."
Did you guys see it has to do with TV and horror? What'd you think of The Last of Us? The trailer.
Looks amazing.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
The whole clicker scene is like absolutely perfect. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
The last
I know
one-
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
that was the last game I played like all the way through, and I'm like, it looks perfect. I love it.
Yeah. Did you play a sequel?
Not yet. I want to.
Okay. I won't say anything. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I feel bad that I haven't played any of it.
It's good, man, because you'll be our eyes, you're going in cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see what you think.
Your thoughts are just based on the TV show instead of the video game.
It's an awesome story.
Yeah.
It really is.
cool.
Story.
I remember I started playing, I just got like hooked, like in the story and the characters. Couldn't stop playing it.
Did you get the new one?
Did I play the new one?
They redid it, so like it's the
Oh,
first
no.
game, but just was like
The
the modern.
upgrade.
Okay.
No, I played on PS4, the first one.
Okay.
The second one too.
I'm playing The Quarry still.
How is it? Good.
That game's fucking great.
I want to pick that up. Yeah,
There's over
it's like 20
100
bucks.
endings.
Wow,
Huh?
really? Damn.
Yeah. Oh, you make choices like
Huh. That's awesome. The cover looks really cool.
it's
The
a
game.
blast, man.
Mhm. Damn.
And
I'll
then
have to
there's like, remember how in Dragon Slayer, whatever, it would be like, it would have the thing like flash left real quick and you had to do that. This one gives you 2 options, left or right in fast times, and you have to figure stuff out. And then if you change something to manipulate the outcome, it says direction changed. And then it'll tell you, well, so-and-so doesn't, so-and-so's growing annoyed by you now. And so you're trying to balance everything. And there's a way apparently to make sure everyone survives.
I'm not really sure if this counts as a Halloween movie, but what about the Batman? Because it starts off with the long Halloween sequence.
Yeah. I consider
Riddler.
it. Movie to TV adaptations. Exorcist. Amazing show.
Yeah, it didn't last long though. That's the only thing.
2 seasons, yeah. And then Bates Motel. Bates Motel's
Bates Motel's fantastic.
fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just going on the Psycho conversation earlier.
I couldn't find that many shows I like that are adapted from movies. Fargo was like the only one I really liked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I think it's hard to do. I think it's
I it's probably not a popular opinion, but I kind of like that Lethal Weapon show that was on Fox for a while.
Oh yeah, my friend watched it. She said it was good.
That was not bad. Like, it's not amazing. It's typical standard procedural show, but like it has enough of a sense of humor in it that it kept me watching it when it was on. Like, Damon Wayans is funny, so I liked it when it was on, so I didn't mind it.
Didn't they switch?
They did. They switched the guy that played Red.
Right?
Yeah, he got in trouble because he was yelling at people on the set. And then they like switched him with like Sean William Scott in like the last season.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if anything's gonna save your show, it's Stifler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you guys said they're doing a new American Pie, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Yep. It says they're working on it.
I didn't even see the last one.
Yeah, I like the last one.
The girls?
No, I didn't watch that one. I watched
that's the last one, right?
The girls one was the last one. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, you're talking about the original crew.
The original movie.
Yeah, I liked American Reunion. Yes, I did American Reunion.
Yeah. Somebody on Twitter was saying that the next one needs to be American Funeral. They already did Reunion Funerals the next one.
I couldn't have Rookie of the Year take his life. He seemed depressing.
That's what I was gonna say.
In the last one.
You know what's a good show that was adapted from a movie was Get Shorty. There's a TV series. There's 3 seasons.
Some of that.
Chris McDowd. Yeah, it's
Chris McDowd.
Yeah. From IT Crowd. Yeah. It's 3 seasons. I saw the first one, but it's really good. It was on Epix. There you go. Yeah.
This is my choice, but I feel like if I asked my mom this question, she'd probably say the Alice show from the early 80s with Flo, if anybody remembers. Alice, the sitcom.
Kiss My Grits.
Yeah. Because that's from Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, the Martin Scorsese movie. Yeah.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
And then Flo, she got her own spin-off too.
Yeah, I've watched Cobra Kai and I watched Karate Kid with my 7-year-old last weekend for the first time he's seen it. That was fun.
Did he like Karate Kid?
Yeah, he loved it. He was really into it. He always calls Mr. Miyagi the old man. He's like, the old man's funny. I'm like, Mr. Miyagi? Yeah, it's fun. He loved it. So he wants to get into karate anyways. So we wanted to show him that movie.
Marita was like 45 in the movie.
Yeah. Ralph Macchio was like 26.
Ralph Macchio right now is the same age as Pat Morita.
Yeah.
When he first started.
Now he has a hairpiece, which is pretty funny.
Ralph Macchio? Well,
yeah.
Pat Morita sure as shit wasn't he dead?
Yeah. Ralph Macchio, bud. Watching Lord of the Rings on Amazon's been great. Watched Psycho 2, Orphan, First Kill, Pearl. Finished Sandman. I wasn't really into it. I just was kind of lost throughout the series anyways. It was okay. Dahmer was incredible. I loved it. Barbarian, loved it. Monsters, terrible. Hocus Pocus 2, mediocre. And The Fog. That's what I've been watching.
Nice.
I checked out an interview with the vampire.
Wait, you
saw first
it?
episode. Yep.
Is it good?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Did you see it already got renewed for season 2?
I did. Yep, I saw that. Yeah, it was awesome. The first episode's really good.
Yeah, as far as me, Barbarian, I thought it was okay. The Monsters, not a good movie, but I didn't hate it. I didn't like Lightyear at all. It was very, very boring.
Really?
Yeah, I did not like that movie at all.
Oh,
I didn't like the supporting cast either. I thought they were bad.
Kiki Waititi.
And Kiki Palmer.
Yeah.
What
Kiki
about
Palmer.
Socks?
Don't worry, Darling wasn't bad. But I think the controversy is going to kill that movie. But
I think it dropped a lot already, like in the box office.
Yeah, it dropped like 63.
Something like
which
that.
one?
Yeah.
Don't worry, darling.
Don't worry, darling.
With Florence Pugh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah. Sopranos. I just finished season 5. That was one of the best seasons of television I ever watched.
Oh yeah.
Great season. And yeah, and then finally, Niall, let's talk about Blonde a little bit.
Oh yeah, we were talking. Well, not now.
Yeah, I did see Blanca.
He didn't. I don't,
Well, let me start off. The movie looks gorgeous, like the lighting, the cinematography, the style. It's a great looking movie. But Ana de Armas, all like she looks like her, but you still hear that Cuban accent just a little bit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very distinct.
And the movie's exploiting Marilyn Monroe quite a bit, even though it's pretty much saying, oh, she's this way because everybody exploited her, but I'm like, you're exploiting her too.
Yeah.
It's just artistic trash, you know. We were talking about cliches before. That movie basically takes every art cliche and just uses it so poorly. It was
I kind of like that. I think that's why it works for me. I think sometimes I like artistic trash.
Yeah.
I can acknowledge it's trash, but I kind of love how trashy it is. Because it's a movie that's trying to say, look how bad we treated her. Isn't it so terrible? Now watch this rape scene 2 times. And I was like, okay, you don't need to do that.
And watch this random baby. The thing looks like the thing from what the hell's the Kubrick movie?
2001.
Yeah, it looks like 2001.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That part was weird. I don't know why.
More times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was all right, you know, she was good, but like he gave her really nothing to work with besides being hysterical.
Yeah.
Reacting to all the really piss poor situations she was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I would give it 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, honestly. I actually forgot I saw it until you brought it up.
Wow, it just came out like 3 days ago.
Good to hear.
Yeah,
Niall has PTSD.
I didn't mention it because I honestly forgot.
And now it's a bad adaptation of the book. Because I said I've been reading the book. The book is 100 times better than that movie.
Yeah.
Good to know. So I'm not going to waste my time on it.
Yeah, don't waste your time. No, definitely not. Watch a horror movie.
Yeah.
No, I will.
Yeah.
All right,
it was kind of a movie of a horror, so I mean,
it was a horror movie.
Do what you did there.
A horror movie.
You know.
Well, one last thing, and Armando, you saw it too, right?
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah. So, that blowjob scene with JFK was crazy.
Yeah, that part was great.
That went on too long. I'm like, okay.
It went way too
take
long.
for him to come.
Wait. I have an honest question about this.
Yes.
When he went, did her head go back into the left?
So Marilyn, I was telling you about Boston Harbor, and now it's from the hand. He just keeps talking while she's blowing up.
Yeah.
Use your teeth a little, darling. It'll be fine.
That's literally what happens in that scene. That's not even. That's
100% what happens.
Yeah.
Read the script.
Oh my God.
This is just like the Cuban Missile Crisis. It's coming up, and I don't need it to.
No, seriously, man.
Keep doing that, hon.
When he
hold on, Teddy's calling.
When he comes on the TV, there he's watching a science fiction show, and a spaceship slams into the building.
Oh yeah, it just
yeah. Wow.
We're gonna have to watch this
Jeez.
Oof.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. That's the whole movie.
What else do you guys want?
It's just one big blowjob scene. Beginning credits.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that's it for me. I'm going to the Hamptons Film Festival next Tuesday, and I'm seeing this movie called Woman Talking with Claire Foy, Rooney Mara, Jesse Buckley, Frances McDormand, and Ben Winshaw. And it's directed by and written by Sarah Polley.
I heard that was good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got tickets. Like I tried getting into the Whale, but it was sold out in 5 minutes.
I am hearing so much good stuff about that. It's like ridiculous.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy he's coming back. I love Brendan Fraser.
Mm-hmm.
How much longer before we get another Mummy, though? It's just like I want him retired and over the shit. He's gonna be like, "Damn it, I brought something home, and it's possessed." All right, fucking hell.
Got to fight the whale fat. You know, no get skinny for
Just a training montage from Rocky.
Has anybody checked out Andor yet?
No, not yet.
No.
I can't bring myself.
I watched a couple. It's pretty good.
Is it
different than on all the others? It's like Star Wars. it kind of feels like Star Wars is in the background. It's like not very Star Warsy, but it's really good.
Because I love Rogue
like what
One.
they did.
For some reason, I
Like that.
haven't picked this up yet.
It's like Rogue One.
Really
Cool.
All right,
Yeah. 3 episodes are up so far.
See, with
Worth
me,
watching.
with Star Wars, it's Empire and then Rogue One right here. I love Rogue One.
Same here,
Yeah,
man.
this feels like something different. Like, yeah, I like what they're doing with it.
The show's so good, it makes Forrest Whitaker's other eye open up.
It's like the professor from Harry Potter with the eye.
Yeah. I watched Dahmer. I mean, honestly, I thought Dahmer was absolutely fantastic. They're going to cash in more on him. There's, another documentary coming up on him?
Yeah.
The tapes,
on Netflix where it's conversations with his father.
Lionel
Peacock has the interviews he had. I finished Sins of Our Mother on Netflix, which was a really messed up true crime documentary. I remember it. They called her the Doomsday Mom. That was a really good one. I gotta stop watching the true crime documentaries. But no, that one was really good.
They're doing a
Eat
movie
the
about
Rich.
that,
I
actually.
think I saw the logo for it.
Wait, they're making a movie about that?
Yeah, it's going to be with Paul Dano and Seth Rogen. You didn't hear about that?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yes,
Yeah.
I did hear about that.
I mean, it was an interesting, like, it pissed so many people off. And it's funny that a movie's being made right now about something that happened last year. Well, then again, Tubi just released a trailer of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial movie.
I can't. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I can't believe that came out so quick.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys think it does good or does it shit the bed?
Guarantees it shits the bed.
Does it go real in depth?
Yes.
I haven't heard.
Keep it coming, guys.
Oh, what do you guys think of She-Hulk?
I like it, but I have mixed feelings. I know they sexualized her in the comics, so they're going to do it on the show. It's not, I don't know where it's going.
I don't either. Yeah.
Directionless.
I like the first 3 or 4 episodes. The last few have not been good.
No.
Yeah, I don't know where it's going.
Exactly what you said.
all.
I don't know where it's going either. Just kind of
Don't know where it's going. And I feel like she looks like, as the series goes on, you think that they'd make it, her as She-Hulk better looking and less computer, but it seems to be getting worse as it goes on. Like, it's glaringly obvious, like, as it goes on. It looks like a video game. Yeah.
The last episode,
That wedding one.
really bad.
And she was sitting down on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't even look like she had a bottom half of her body.
No.
Yeah.
It looked bad.
Floating.
Yeah.
I think this
just for
ends with us getting, obviously we already saw Daredevil. I think this just kind of reintroduces everyone to the stuff that Netflix had. So we're going to see Luke Cage. We're going to see Daredevil. I mean, we're I think that's what we're going to get.
But like they said with Daredevil, they're like, the tone's not going to be the same as it was on Netflix.
It's not, yeah.
Which I'm not happy about. And then, they want Punisher, but they're going to basically.
Well, Punisher
like
is popping up. Well, everyone liked the Daredevil they saw in that split second in Spider-Man because he had his humor there. And I think they're going to try to, hopefully they don't push that because they can go gritty. Daredevil's a very gritty character, but yeah, I think we're getting more kid friendly.
This is what I've been preaching for a long time now. I don't want Blade. I don't want Moon Knight, the Kingpin, Daredevil. I don't want them in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They're going to water it down. They already have.
I don't know if you heard that Blade is having trouble. Like, the director walked and Mahershala Ali's not
exactly.
happy. So it may not happen.
Whoa, really?
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard the script had to be being totally rewritten too. Yeah. There's been some problems.
Oh, good.
Those darker characters don't belong right now.
I agree with you. Wow.
I mean, we could sit here and be like, that never works out. Look at what they did to the Solo movie. But at the same time, Edgar Wright walked on Ant-Man. And that ended up turning up decent.
Yeah. Anybody going to check out Werewolf by Night?
Oh, yes. I'm so excited.
I know nothing about it, but it just looks like a universal.
Yeah, me too. I know nothing about it.
Universal.
53 minutes.
Nice. It looks.
So I was like, it's such an obscure fucking thing, and I was like, all right, cool.
When's it coming out? When's it drop?
Friday, I think.
Friday.
Yeah.
The 7th, I believe.
along with everything else. Midnight Club, Hellraiser,
My God.
bunch coming out that day. I know. Yeah, Amsterdam comes out Friday too. Midnight Club, Hellraiser, Werewolf by Night all come out on Friday. And Chucky is on Wednesday.
With the world's most punchable cast.
About to say, which bad guy comes back?
Be a busy
Devin
week.
Sawa was like a priest or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good week, man. A lot of good stuff coming out.
Then next week, Halloween ends. Evil dies tonight.
For the love
Release
of
time.
God, kill Laurie Strode once and for all.
All right.
I saw The Woman King. I finished Dahmer. We're watching South Park. I haven't seen that in a while. And obviously we were talking about Barbarian, and I'm still going to try and check out Pearl and Smile. I was going to see Clerks 3, but I might just wait till it's streaming. It's been really good for horror. I saw Barbarian, The Woman King, and I thought those were excellent movies.
That's a
Yeah.
So
I like
that's a
it too.
true story. Is that based on like true history? The Woman
Well, it
King.
said inspired by true events.
Inspired.
Like
Yeah,
the,
inspired
like the
by
actual woman, that was a real thing. But like the whole other stuff, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Looks like she got ripped for the movie. Looks like she's in fucking
Yeah, she
good
did.
shape.
Yeah. Like just looking
Yeah.
at the poster, I'm like, oh, it's a gun show over here.
Yeah.
Is anyone watching Handmaids?
No.
Not yet, no.
All right.
No,
Still
They've
depressing as hell, but good.
Yeah, and then what else is now? So it's depressing.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
little too close to home with what's going on. I introduced Molly to Lost, one of my favorite shows
Oh,
ever.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
She just finished the first season, so it's cool revisiting those. I haven't seen them since they were on. Uncle Henry introduced me actually. So that's been fun watching that, and also rewatching Home Improvement. That's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Watch the first season. My favorite sitcom of all time, so I love it.
Hey, it's Pam Anderson's the original girl, right? The tool
Yeah.
girl?
It was
Yeah.
in the first two seasons, and then it was the other one.
Yeah, the brunette.
Yeah, Burnett. Heidi. I just got to throw in it just would not work today. It's so sexist. He's every show, every episode is like he berates Jill. They're like, "Well, what are you doing? You know, if you're a woman, what would you know about tools?" And it's always him fucking something up in their house. It's just funny.
Yeah.
It's almost like social commentary on what we're all,
Yeah, and at the end of every episode, he apologizes and they're fine in the relationship. Second episode, same.
Well, he
thing.
doesn't talk to her about it. He goes back, talks to the neighbor who's
Yeah,
not been on anything.
And
He's
on the
like,
show,
Tim, you're kind of a
always
piece of
hidden.
shit.
yeah, and Tool Time too. He always like apologizes. It's
Well, I don't know, Tim.
is Aristotle said in 1498?
Yeah.
And he always makes fun of Al. His flannel.
Yeah.
I don't think so, Tim.
Al took all that beratement all those seasons.
You just
Yeah.
waited for Al to be like, you know what, Tim? At least I didn't narc on crack dealers.
Hey, it'd be another good topic is like some actor, actress that we really looked up to as a kid and really can't stand as an adult. Tim Allen would be one for me. He's a piece of shit, but I loved him as a kid.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
As you get older, you understand and realize things about people. They're racist or sexist or just pieces of shit, political,
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. Just thinking of something here.
all right. Well, like Justin Long, we were not expecting this comeback, but we're glad we're back for episode 147 of the CinePhellas Podcast. Until next time, Logan, what do we always say?
Cheese!